Okay, so let's get started. Right here is the 360 frontal I have, and that is 12 inches. So I'm just going to place that on the mannequin head and just get that position correctly. Move the hair out of the way. And now I just have the hair pinned up, and you can see it's a full 360 lace frontal with the adjustable straps in the back. And here are all of my products I'm going to be using. The gloves, the developer, I used 30 volume, the bleach, the quick white, I have my little mixing bowl and mixer, and then I have some neutralizing shampoo and some shimmer light shampoo. And here I'm just going to start mixing everything together. Since it's a 360 closure and this is the first time bleaching one for me, I used like 3 scoops of bleach, which ended up being way too much. But yeah, I used like 3 scoops, and I'm just going to slowly add the 30 volume developer, and that's the Adore purple hair dye. I forgot to mention that in the products earlier, but I just added a few drops of that to the mix as well, and I'm just going to continue mixing everything together until I get the consistency that I like. And normally they say it should not drip, so that's why I keep pulling up the little mixer to see if the bleach is dripping or anything of that nature. But it's supposed to be able to stand still. The little mixer is supposed to be able to stand up straight like it is now. So now I'm just going to start applying the bleach all over the lace in just small dabbing motions. I don't want to press too hard because I don't want the bleach to come through the lace and start bleaching the hair, which actually happened in the back, but you will see some brassiness in the making of the wig. And here I just keep continuing to add the bleach to the lace in just small dabbing motions, trying not to press too hard, but trying to cover every little piece of lace where you'll be able to see the hair. Okay, so here I've completely covered the 360 closure with bleach. You can see everything is covered there. And then the next clip, you'll see that I placed some foil around it, but the foil was too short and I ended up pressing it into the lace in the back, which caused some brassiness. And this is the final product of me bleaching the knots on the 360 frontal. I'm trying to get a good angle for you guys to see how it came out. Alright, so let's get started with the making of the unit. So this is my canvas head, and that's just the spandex dome cap that I always use when I make my units. And just get that steady then position on there. And here's the 360 frontal that I've already dyed and bleached, and now I'm just positioning that on the canvas head. I normally pull it just a little bit forward, and I went ahead and I braided the hair down on the 360 frontal so it would be easier for me to sew. So right here, I know it looks a little blurry. I'm going to get that in focus in just a moment. But this is just me starting off and sewing down the frontal. Okay, so now I have it in focus, so it looks a lot clearer here. And I'm just going to continue sewing all the way around the 360 frontal. Now I actually go back and I take out all of this thread and I actually re-sew it, but at the edge of the lace and not the beginning of the lace. You'll see it coming up in the next clip what I'm talking about. So here you can see where I redid the thread and it's at the very edge of the lace. And now I'm going to start with my first bundle. And I did a 16, 18, and 20 inch. So this is the 20-inch bundle that I'm starting with. And I always do the flip over method, and I always use my little T-pins here to kind of position the tracks so that it stays in place. And then I'm just going to start sewing that, and once again I use the flip over method. Okay guys, so here I am almost finished, and so far I have the 360 frontal on and 2 bundles. Now I'm going to take the third bundle right there, which is the 16-inch, and go ahead and place it on the unit. I made sure to get all 3 bundles on. And this is the final product. I have all 3 bundles on here, and it's really full and fluffy. And once again, this is the Peruvian body wave, and I have 3 bundles, 16, 18, and 20-inch, and then a 360 frontal, which I believe is about 12 or 14 inches. I think it might be 12 inches though. And here I'm just turning the unit inside out to cut off the excess cap there. That black piece, I'm just going to cut all of that off of the unit. And once I cut off the extra cap, because it's the band part, I keep that extra piece and I cut it off, some of it, and I used it for my elastic band in my unit. So here we go. I just placed the back on the canvas head so you can see how it looks with the bleach knots and see how the finished product looks. The wig looks really full and wavy, and I'm just going to kind of play with it a little bit, show you guys how it looks on the sides. I haven't done anything to the frontal yet. I haven't customized it. I haven't plucked the edges or added any baby hairs just yet. So you can see it looks pretty full. And I am going to pluck the frontal. I'm just going to do it gently this time because last time I over plucked my other unit way too much. So this time I'm just going to slowly kind of pluck it and not overdo it as much as I did the last time. But yeah, this is the finished product. And here it is after I tried to add some baby hairs, and I know the baby hairs are long, but it's better to start off long and then shorten them. So I add some curls to it. I flat ironed it and then add some curls to it here. And I haven't done any layers to it just yet. This is just the natural layers from the 16, 18, and 20-inch bundles with the 12-inch frontal. So I just kind of, and I'm just turning it around so you guys can see the back. Well, this is the opposite side. This is one of the side views here to see the natural layering of the hair. And then this is the opposite side. It looks really full. And here is it in the top bun. And then I just did like a little ponytail up top. But I prefer it down the middle or flipped over to the side. And then it could also pull up in a high ponytail. I kind of want to show you guys the versatility of the unit. And here's it here still. And then I just did one big bun up top. And that's pretty much it, guys. The next video will be me installing this unit on my head, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.